Hi everyone. Today we're diving into the unique concept of consonantal roots in Semitic languages. Before we get started, let's take a quick look at the Semitic language family. These languages are divided into two major groups. There is Semitic languages, such as Akkadian, which are all extinct today, with no native speaker remaining, though they survived through written records and inscriptions. And the West Semitic languages, which are further divided into Central Semitic languages, mainly spoken in Middle East North Africa, including Arabic, Hebrew, and Aramaic. And South Semitic languages, mainly spoken in Ethiopia, including Ge'ez, Tigrinya, and Amharic, but also some languages in the south of the Arabian Peninsula. In this video, we're focusing on how words are built in these languages, especially using triconsonantal roots. I'll use Arabic as the main example since it's the most widely studied in this area. First, what are roots in Semitic languages? Semitic languages form words based on roots, which are typically made up of 3 consonants. Sometimes, roots can also have 4 consonants, and even more rarely, just 2. 4-consonant roots are often borrowed words, like hartaqa, to be a heretic, from the root ha, ra, ta, qa, coming from Koine Greek heretikos, a heretic. Aksada, to oxidize, from the root alif, kaf, sin, dal, coming from the word oxide in European languages. Tahatlara, to behave like the Austrian painter, from the root ha, ta, lam, ra, coming itself from the name of that same Austrian painter. Each root carries a core meaning, or semantic field, and the meaning or grammatical function of the word is modified by adding vowels or additional consonants that aren't part of the root itself. This system, called the root pattern system, works as follows. The root provides the general semantic field, and the pattern determines grammatical functions like verb tense, voice, or nominal forms. To discuss patterns in Arabic roots, we often use the root fa'ain lam as an example, which gives the verb fa'ala, meaning to do. This root is commonly used to demonstrate verb conjugations and patterns. For instance, the form fa'ala serves as the dictionary form of verbs, which is the past tense third person singular. Examples include kataba, he wrote, amala, he worked, dakhala, he entered, sajada, he prostrated himself. Another common pattern is maf'al, which refers to the place where X is done, with X being the meaning of the root. For example, maktab, the place where one writes, meaning office or desk. Madkhal, the place where one enters, meaning entrance. Masjid, the place where one prostrates, meaning mosque. Notice that in masjid, the vowel E appears instead of A, due to the influence of the form of the third person of the imperfect tense, yasjid. We also have the pattern fa'al, which often describes a person whose profession is related to X. Examples, fannan, artist, from the root fa, nun, nun, which relates to art. Tabbakh, cook, from the root ta, ba, kha, which relates to cooking. These patterns show how the same root can generate a wide range of meanings depending on its form. Verb forms in Arabic. In Arabic, verbs are classified into forms, each with a specific grammatical or semantic nuance. Let's take for example the root kaf, ta, ba, which we've already seen means to write. In its base form, known as form 1, the verb is kataba, meaning he wrote. Now form 2 adds a causative sense to the verb, so it expresses making someone do something. Sometimes it also intensifies the action of the base verb. To form it, we geminate, meaning we double the second consonant of the root. So kataba becomes kattaba, which means he made someone write. Next, form 3 often conveys the sense of performing an action directed towards or for someone. To form this, we lengthen the first vowel of the form 1. In this case, kataba becomes kataba, meaning to correspond with someone or to write to someone. And so on until the form 10, which most often has the meaning of requesting something. To form this, we remove the first vowel of the root and add the prefix ista before it. So kataba becomes istaktaba, meaning he asked someone to write. Each form follows a unique pattern and has different meaning, but the root remains central. Shared roots across Semitic languages. Semitic languages often share the same roots, although the consonants may vary due to phonological shifts. Take the word for sun as an example. In Akkadian, shamshum. In Phoenician, shemsh. In Arabic, shams. In Arabic, there's a tendency to avoid repeating identical consonants, as here, some roots undergo modifications to smoothen pronunciation. How roots are organized in dictionaries. Unlike European languages dictionaries, where words are alphabetized, Arabic dictionaries organize entries by roots. Typically, verbs and their derived forms appear first, followed by other derivations of the root. But how many roots are there? In theory, Arabic has 28 consonants. This means there are 28 times 28 times 28 equals 21,952 possible triconsonantal combinations. However, most dictionaries list only about 5,000 to 6,000 roots. This is because not all combinations are valid. There are also rules about root formation. For example, you usually cannot repeat the same consonant in the first and second positions. However, repetition in the second and third positions is possible and pretty common, and it's rare to repeat the same consonant in the first and third positions. Finally, consonants with the same place or the same manner of articulation are often avoided in sequence. As an example, sibilants like the sounds s or z rarely occur next to interdentals like th or th. But why is there so few roots? A theory suggests that many roots originally had only two consonants. Over time, a third consonant was added as languages evolved to express more complex ideas. For instance, the root ha, ba could have been related to concepts of love and affection, and may have derived, for example, in Arabic into the words habba, to love, habbada, to approve, habara, to make someone happy, and habbala, to make a woman pregnant. Another hypothetical root, ba-ra, may have been linked to storms, giving, bard, the cold, and barq, the lightning. In conclusion, the triconsonantal root system is not just a feature of Semitic languages. It shows how words and meanings are connected into the language family. By studying and comparing the patterns, we can better understand both the languages and their history, as well as how languages in general can evolve. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put a comment below for more linguistic content. See ya!